the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true.
Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is actually the warm-up show for episode 799. This is the 2020 election episode warm-up show. Hi, everybody. Hi. Thanks for tuning in to the warm-up show. In a few here, we're going to be moving over to twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants. The link is down in the description. If you want to watch us stream the election stuff there, we'll be doing it live there. We've got a lot of stuff to assist us while we're figuring out what's going on. We do have some live TV coverage that we'll be kind of channel surfing on, flipping around to the different networks. Fox News, MSNBC, NBC News, CBS News, even stuff like Newsmax, which is very right-wing. We'll be checking with them, kind of flipping back and forth, seeing what everybody's saying, catching the actual projections. We'll also be looking at things like this. Here's CNN's electoral map. I went ahead and made every state yellow. We're going to count each vote and count it up. Hopefully we get a winner tonight, but I'm not going to pretend like we will.
Will we be checking in with Al Jazeera?
I don't know if that's on the what I have available to me. That would be great, though.
I just wonder what Al Jazeera has to say about our election. That and the Russia Today. All our buddies.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. So we'll also be checking in. This is the screen where we will be getting, what is this set to? Okay, so all of the states as they come in, actually the votes are coming in right now. You guys are getting a little preview right now. In Indiana, the votes are actually coming in already.
Trump is got a decisive lead in Indiana.
Yes, and I'm not surprised. Indiana's been a red state for as long as I can remember. And the next few polls to be closing, Florida is included. So that's a big one.
Florida's very important. Pennsylvania is one we got to look at. Ohio is going to be on the map.
Yep. So at 4:30 our time is when Ohio polls close.
I like how the West Coast is always blue, so we don't have to stay up that late for the latest time zone. It's a very sweet boy thing for the West Coast to do.
In my memory of a lot of these presidential elections, we know who the next president is before the polls even close on the West Coast. But this time, maybe not so much.
Yeah, if it's a repeat of 2000, 2000 was the tough one.
2000 we didn't know for several weeks.
Fox News kind of pushed it into the direction of Bush by announcing him the winner. Like when all the other channels were like,
Gore was announced the winner on a different, on a few different channels too.
The projected winner.
Yes.
And then Fox was like, nah, it's Bush.
That was the first election I ever voted in. And that election was decided by a federal judge in Florida. Yeah. So that kind of jaded me to the whole process. So now, like, I see people, it's funny that, I don't know if they're bots or real people. They come into our chat and they're like, Trump 2020, woo!
They're probably real people.
Like, that's cool. Say, yeah, Trump 2020. Like, I don't give a fuck because I don't have a lot of faith in this process because I think it's bullshit that if you live in a blue state, it doesn't matter if you get like 40% of the vote red, none of your votes are counted. All of your electoral votes from your state go towards the blue, and the other way around, like in Texas or like Alabama, if you vote blue, and even if you end up getting close to half the vote but still the minority, all of your votes are thrown away, and all the votes from your state. We shouldn't be voting for our state. This is a federal election. We're voting for the United States fucking president. So we should be voting for that, not like, oh, in my state gets this arbitrary amount of votes. Fuck that. I vote in federally. It shouldn't matter where I live. My one vote goes to who I want. Up or down, who gets the most votes? That's what it should be.
I voted for Casey Tron.
Did you now?
I think she's the best candidate for obese people. There's not a better candidate for fat people out there today. I promise you that. Casey Tron will take care of you if you got a little chub.
Everyone, please like the stream. Let's try to get this. I have a video of me prank calling Trumpsterbob using soundboards of Brett Keane and G-Man. And if we can get the likes to 200 likes really quick, I'll play it right now.
You guys will like us up to 200 right now.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. This is like 7 seconds till 200, right? Everybody
I said over 100
like
before the stream, and that didn't happen. So now I'm asking you to get 200.
Yeah, you got to double
now that we're
up.
live and have more than double that viewing. Yeah, it's almost there already. All right.
I don't like how people are calling me Billy the Simp because I voted for Casey Tron. I think you guys are simps for voting for whoever you voted for. There you go. Ha ha.
And we'll be honest. Like, I don't like Trump. I think he's one of the most abrasive personalities, especially as president. I don't want him to win, but I'm going to be fair. I'm just going to call it as I see it. If I think Trump is winning, then I'm just going to say it looks like Trump's winning. If the news, if all of the networks agree Trump won tonight, I'm going to be like, Trump won. Like, don't try to make excuses. He won.
If Trump wins, I'm going to cry.
If they call it a win, if they're like, we don't know yet because not all the votes are counted, then what can we do?
I'm going to cry big time if Trump wins. That'll be my gift to
Will
all
you
the
be
MAGA
like,
people. Yes. That's my gift to all the MAGA voters.
All right, here's me
tears.
calling Trumpsterbob.
People have asked me, Trumpsterbob, how come you don't go public? Okay, I'm going to answer you. I've had nobody to fucking debate.
They're too scared.
My answer.
They're too scared.
I've had nobody to debate.
Oh.
They got nobody for me that
Who
is
could that be?
capable of debating me.
Who could be calling
Waste
Trumpsterbob on
of
his
fucking
popular
time.
internet show?
Is it Brett Keane?
Who's calling me? All right, let's
Is it
find
G-Man?
out.
Who could it be?
All right, who's calling? Huh?
A King superstar.
You're a superstar.
My name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio, as well as Brett Keane Superstar,
You're a superstar.
As well as.
along with the Jews.
Along with the Jews.
All right.
He's
Talk
like, all right,
to a superstar.
I'm listening.
Got my gaming channel, Games You Love. I can't believe I just said all that shit.
Oh, you did, but there you go.
I
But
can't believe I
okay.
just said all that shit. They're not
What
doing
are
the
you trying to
breathing.
tell us there, superstar?
She was sitting there finger banging herself.
All right, you're done.
I hope your family dies in a fuck.
Seriously. Let's find out who this is. Is this another college professor?
Is this another college professor?
Kill yourself.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, let's find out. Who's
Hello,
calling?
everyone. President Trump.
No, you're not President Trump. But who's calling?
Donald Trump.
All right, you're done.
Was that Donald
Look,
Trump?
you gotta call in with your real voice.
Yeah, that was
You're
Donald
not
Trump
welcome,
calling him.
man.
That wasn't me at that point. That was actual Trump.
Oh,
I don't
forgot
want no
to edit that part out.
shenanigans. I don't want no bullshit.
that was real Donald Trump calling Trumpsterbob.
Call from +1 4 2 5 2 3 0.
Alright, who's calling?
Read your Bible and do what it says.
Yeah?
And I'm not gay. Sorry, I'm not gay.
I think you are.
I think you are.
That is not funny.
I think it is.
The fool has said in his heart that there is no God. I will say this again. The fool.
Alright. That's pre-recorded bullshit.
Alright, pre-recorded bullshit.
Who's talking?
My name is G-Man. You will be replaced.
Call ended.
No more 425 calls are being answered.
I made him, and then he ended his stream like 5 minutes later.
I feel like there's going to be content no matter who wins the presidency.
Oh yeah,
from people like Trumpsterbob.
I recommend everyone go watch Trumpsterbob, subscribe to him, and then call him. Call him when he streams. He gives out a phone number. Just call him multiple times. And this is why. Because he made a video of him harassing Domino's Pizza employees when they were just trying to do their job, and he was calling them all sorts of fucked up names. And they're just working. And before that, he made a video about how you need to get a job and not be lazy. So he's talking shit about people saying, oh, lazy people don't have a job, but then people just trying to work. He's fucking with them. So fuck him. And it's going to suck having a call-in show from now on, Trumpsterbob. Holy shit. Oh, man. Damn. Yeah, don't take any more calls from that area code. Because I totally don't have calls from... I don't have numbers from other area codes at all. Right?
I just want Trumpsterbob to leave Domino's alone.
I mean, wait, that wasn't me. That was Brett Keenan G-Man. And the real Donald Trump.
I hope Trumpsterbob doesn't win the election tonight. That would not be good for America.
He's not on the ballot.
Neither was Casey Tron. That didn't stop me. Time for a woman president. Casey Tron's the only woman that's also an e-girl that I would vote for. Probably. I don't really think that went through, guys. Trump is up 66.7%
in Indiana
for 11 electoral votes. Polls close, 7 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah, so the polls are already closed for these two states. The numbers are already in for these two states. It's there's not much data at this point. Like, we can zoom into Indiana here and see a few of these counties here are
so it's 4 counties that have sent in their projections.
Yeah, they're getting to the other ones. Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, and Fort Wayne are the major populations there. So that's what we're looking for.
And Evansville, we can't forget about Evansville. Its name's on the map. It matters.
Here's Kentucky, Louisville. Frankfort, Lexington. Looks like Frankfort already has a county that's near it that's blue.
Yeah.
It doesn't even tell us what percentage of the vote this is. It could be less than 1%. So I guess we'll wait on that. That's why I didn't start when these closed. I'm like, it's only 2 states, and they're not going to be election changing. They're probably going to all be red. Kentucky and Indiana are classically red, so I'm not even concerned about it. The next time zone that's going to release some states at 4 p.m. Pacific time, we're going to get Florida. We're going to get multiple states, but these are huge ones. Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina are all going to come in.
Do we see CNN's projection for the map? Is that?
Oh, do you want me to show that?
Is that easy to
yeah.
to show? Let's see what CNN says. I saw a map of CNN last night that predicted every state but Alaska was going to go to Biden. I don't think that was an official map.
No, I don't think that's their map. This is what we have.
Okay.
So they're not calling any of the yellow and the red and the blue. And I agree with a lot of this. Let's see.
Yeah, CNN's playing it very safe.
I played it. So we were trying to take our best bet at the map. So we played it safe too. If you got one crack at it, you know what I mean? Like, it's easy to be like, oh, but this might happen, this might happen.
But they're leaving all those areas yellow.
I got to give us credit because did you notice how many people were reluctant to even pick one? It's like, nothing happens if we're totally wrong. Like, we don't lose anything.
You didn't hear? If you're wrong about this election, you lose everything, man.
I'm selling myself into indentured servitude.
Yes, that was the rule.
This is my map. This is Billy's map.
They look very similar.
Very
except
similar.
They have two different outcomes.
Yeah, I give Biden 283 and you give Trump 291.
And I think Minnesota, Wisconsin.
I don't agree with the Minnesota at all.
Could flip here.
What's
CNN say about, are they all yellow? Are all the ones that we have different yellow?
Let's see.
Yeah, they put yellow up on every, I think.
And we were smart about those choices. That's why. We looked at the data. It's... Okay, so Nebraska has 2 voting districts, and one of them is yellow, but the other one's red. And then Maine has 2, and one's blue, but the other one's yellow. So,
do they give 1 point each for those little yellow lines? Like 1 electoral vote.
Where's the other Maine?
Is that CD2 or no? Maine is 2 down below.
Down here?
The box is down below. Nebraska's got 2, Maine's got 2, so it's 2 points each for the open spots. The yellow lines.
What is CD2 and
CD?
One of these has to be Maine and the other one has to be Nebraska. Because those are the only yellow. Because there's only 2 states that divide.
Oh, okay. So Maine must have 2 divisions and Nebraska has 3 divisions.
Yeah, and one of them gets 2 and the other one gets 1 vote.
That's what it is. Yeah, the CD2s are the ones that are open and unclaimed so far, where the other districts will be going to.
They have a total of 4 votes in Maine.
And 5 in Nebraska.
So it looks like they have
3 and 4 are going blue versus red.
You know what? Maine has 3 districts and Nebraska has 4, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
God, that hurt my brain.
It didn't hurt my brain. It hurt my soul.
Damn.
And that sucks. But we got 666 views. We did. Now we have 669. So eat it, baby.
Yeah, and thanks for liking the stream. And everyone, please click the link in the description because twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants is where this is happening. Twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants. Because YouTube has fucked with us too many times when it comes to these types of news events. So we're going over to Twitch for it. So there's a link in the description. You can follow us down there. You don't even need an account. You can watch it without an account, but why not?
Just get an account.
And we're not multicasting because, I mean, we did some of the debates live, some of the Democrat debates. And we got flagged, and we had a strike for like 48 hours until they decided to rescind it. I don't want to gamble with that kind of shit, like this is what we do for work. So I don't want YouTube to just at a whim decide to fuck us because we used a couple clips under fair use.
Yeah, as much as we like YouTube, they like to have sex with us while we're not consenting.
Have sex with it, yeah.
Or
yeah,
fuck
that's
us,
a nice
whatever,
way of saying
whatever the
it.
word is.
It's a very polite way of saying it.
I was trying not to get demonetized.
I mean, YouTube has its quirks and Twitch has its quirks. We just find Twitch works better with this. And if all of you watching, I see there's almost 700 of you watching. if most of you can go over to Twitch, I know Twitch is a foreign thing to the YouTube audience, and YouTube is a foreign thing to the Twitch audience.
Hope Biden wins. Not looking forward to 4 more years to a possible dictatorship, says Jennifer Robbins.
Thank you, Jennifer Robbins.
I think no matter who wins, we have to start working on ourselves here. I think that whether you're a left or a righter or whatever the hell you are, you have more in common with the left or the right than you have with the people you're voting for. The people you're voting for are not going to do as much for you in the next 4 years as you can do for yourself. And as you can do for your neighbors. Stop looking at the other side as the enemy and try and bridge that gap.
And by the way, we're going to have other commentators tonight. It's not just going to be Billy and I all night. Jeff will join us. Scott will join us.
Scott is the official Canadian American.
Yeah, you know what? It's going to be good to have him here because he's got no dog in this fight at all. You know?
I think he likes Trump the best.
That's fine.
Because of his racism.
Oh, okay. Because of whose racism? Trump's or Scott's?
I don't know.
All of the above.
I don't know.
Yeah, so... And any of you that just tuned in and missed the Trumpsterbob prank call, you'll want to watch that later because I'm proud of it, all right? I'm proud of it. Everyone like the stream if you like the stream. And we are going over to Twitch. We got like 15 minutes or so.
Stop worrying about what Trump will do to America and start worrying about what you will do to Trump if he wins.
All right. Yeah, this is my message.
It's going to be an interesting day.
Yes, it is.
It is going to be an interesting day. And Eduardo, if later on you want to be on, just get a hold of me. We'll get you on eventually. So they're boarding up businesses all over the area I live in. I know that's happening nationwide. I'm like, you know what? Both sides, chill. Like, you got 4 more years to do something else. 4 years is just like a little fraction of your life. You know, it is important. I'm not trying to diminish the importance of the election, but it's not the end of the world. It can cause issues, but we can come back from it. It's not totally lost. We don't need to do anything weird. We don't, and I know most people won't. I'm just saying to the people that might, you know, no, please don't.
No.
Yeah.
Please don't. No.
It's not the end of the world.
It's the end of the world.
I watched a federal judge appoint George W. Bush president in a state where his brother was the governor and appointed that judge. I've seen the farce that is American democracy. It'll be fine. You know, like, whatever. You get, 80 to 100 years on this planet anyway? Just ride it out, you know?
The last
It'll be fine.
The last presidential vote that mattered was that second gunman on the grassy knoll. The hell does that mean? Billy, I've been working on myself all year. The election is just another way to help me get where I want to be. What does it have to be mutually exclusive? What the fuck is the election really going to do for you? What is it really going to do? Think about it. What you should do right now is write down a list of wants that you want and then check off when you get you what you want versus when the government gets you what you want, okay? In 4 years, see who did more for you, yourself or your president. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh, fuck. All right, let's take a look back at these results here because this is the only data we have at this point.
What if you want to get an abortion? I'll tell you what, guys. I'll tell you what. There's recipes online.
Oh, my God.
There's recipes at home, baby.
Very dangerous.
There are some that are very dangerous.
Oh, look at this. Here we have some house projections. Early on in Kentucky, Rogers, the incumbent of House District 5 in Kentucky.
How could they not vote for the best?
Yeah, last name the best. Hey, we have Mark Mullet.
Really?
Here in the Puget Sound area, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
There was a guy, I don't remember what he was running for, but his last name was Bible. And all of his campaign signs all around the area here said Bible really big on it. Yeah, and I guarantee you a bunch of people just voted, like, because I've walked in there and looked at a ballot before and been like, who the fuck are any of these people? I don't even know. You know? How many people do you think were just like, oh, that guy's name is Bible?
I should change my last name to Free Beer.
Free Beer? Free Beer. Spell beer like the German way? Like free beer? Yeah, make it like a German name.
Maybe, yeah. But then less people will get it. I just want them to vote for me because it says free beer.
So you want it like two distinguishable words, free,
Pretty
space,
much,
beer?
yeah.
Could you hyphenate it?
Billy Free Beer? I'm voting for free beer. I think it's a good plan. I might run for like something 2 years from now.
Just run for city council and see if you can get the vote here in Seattle. Dude, that would be hilarious. That's one thing you could possibly win. But honestly, if you won that and you were like, if you actually won that, I wouldn't laugh at you trying to run for something bigger.
There are some districts that you can buy for they did the math. It was like $70,000 worth of ad campaigns, and you could probably buy your way into a district. Just
like Seattle City Council?
Probably not in Seattle. They're probably like further out in Washington.
They hate Durkin. It's funny because there's like the Democrats and the more liberal Democrats in Seattle. And the city council is like that. And they, in Seattle, have a lot of power. And they even tried to kick the mayor out. They couldn't do it. But it got there. Like, they were trying to. And they've defunded the police by 25, 50% here? That's very powerful. A lot of cities don't have that, like a city council with that much power behind it. I was kind of surprised that they were able to do that. Governor of Indiana, Holcomb. Holcomb.
Look at Rainwater stealing my free beer idea.
Yeah, I love how the independent. I wonder what party they're running from. Huh.
Fuck city council. William Refrigerator for mayor of Seattle.
Lord of Nurgle, I concur.
He could make it there, but I would say try out city council.
I could probably
first.
be a councilman, councilman the fridge.
Oh, man, if you did that and then you got in the news enough times being, like, outspoken enough and loud, you could probably run for mayor.
Should we turn Drunken Peasants into my campaign platform?
Oh, well, we would do that. And everyone would listen, too. They'd be like, oh, city council candidate Billy the Fridge said this on his podcast,
clips.
The Drunken Peasants.
I'd be like, yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it. You know why? Because you need somebody who's willing to say the hard things, even if they're wrong. What? No, trust me.
Oh!
100% conviction. Everything I say. We will win. We will win, Drunken Peasants fans.
And then we get to be on, New Day.
It's a new day. My campaign manager, Colonel Tom BENPAI.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as I don't end up going to prison like all of Trump's campaign managers did.
No promises.
Fuck. So that envelope of money you had me stuff into that mailbox last week,
his box was open for mail.
Okay.
The mailbox.
Okay. So not a bribe.
That was a stripper, a male stripper.
Oh.
You stuffed that envelope right into his mailbox. Not a bribe if you get a lap dance afterwards.
Once again, here's our projections. Here's mine. I got 283 going to Biden. Got Biden picking up Michigan, Pennsylvania. Those are some swing states. Minnesota, Wisconsin. Iowa, that's a swing state. Billy, very similar.
Yeah.
You got Iowa red, Pennsylvania red. I think, did I have, I don't know, man.
You gave Ohio red and Florida red.
Yep.
The PA, I think it might all come down to Pennsylvania.
It probably will unless there's a huge surprise.
Like the rest of the world is like, yeah, fuck yeah, Biden. Or no, not the rest of the world. All the blue states are like, fuck yeah, Biden saying that you won't frack in Pennsylvania. But so much of Pennsylvania is going to think of how they were pushed out of their mining towns and how hard that was a hit. And they take fracking away, all the jobs they have there for fracking. And all this could have been avoided if people would have just listened to Andrew Yang and given people $1,000 a month.
Yeah, I think if Biden pulls a surprise win in Ohio or Florida, it's over. If he wins either one of those, especially Florida. Man, Florida has as many electoral votes as New York now. That's insane. The population of Florida is out of control, and I would say in another 1 to 2 decades, it might be comparable to California's population, which is like they're going to run out of room there. I mean, the only other state that compares to that is Texas.
Well, there's a lot of swampland in Florida.
Yeah.
And I think most Floridians would thrive in a swamp environment. You see all those news articles of Florida, man.
Yeah.
California, there's a lot of woods, and Californians don't survive well in the woods because they love their Hollywood parties.
Florida gets all the snowbird New Yorkers and all the retirees from all the other states on the eastern part of the U.S., and that's a huge part of their population. I wonder, I'm not sure what the median age of Florida is, but I'm guessing it's probably older than many other states.
The majority of Florida youth die before they get old.
Well, there's a ton of retirees from other states that migrate there when they get older.
Yeah. All the olders are implants. Like most Florida people live to be about 44.
Florida is one of the few states that has 3 professional teams in every major sport in their state. And that's because they have multiple big cities there.
Yeah, there's a lot of college teams in Florida, too.
Oh, man, there's so many big universities in Florida. That's true for the South in general, too. Like the SEC, that's the best college football conference because there's so many good teams. Like Ohio State, they're in the Big Ten, and there's usually only like one other good team besides Ohio State that season. But Florida has not Florida, but the SEC, the Southern, I don't know, Southeastern Conference, I don't know what it stands for. They normally control like the top 5 teams in the nation every season. They usually have most of them in there, and then there's like one team like Ohio State or Louisiana. Well, I guess they're in the SEC too, I think.
Look at pretty pink Texas there.
Texas is going red.
Texas looks like America's pretty pink pussies.
But I'll tell you what, to be continued, because the way the demographics are shifting in Texas, and with the all of you right-wingers that defend the Electoral College, you're going to be singing a different tune if Texas ever starts going blue. When you have both California, Texas, and New York all going blue, it doesn't fucking matter what happens to the other states at that point.
Texas is 38. That's like the second biggest state.
Yeah, it is. And these electoral votes are awarded based on population. So that's why New Mexico has 5 and Alaska has 3.
Was New York bigger than Texas at one point, or?
Oh, I'm sure at one point. Yeah, like a long time ago.
Okay.
Because
I thought I remember in my voting lifetime New York being bigger than Texas, but I could be completely wrong.
I don't think that's true. But I would
could
have
be
to look.
completely wrong.
Yeah, I'd have to look at like historical maps. I don't think that's true. I think Texas has always had a larger population than New York in our lifetime. But obviously, all of the people who moved to North America started in the East. There were a lot of Spaniards living in Texas, though, because it was part of New Spain at one time.
A lot of the Latino vote in Florida is what might give Trump the edge. The Cuban population seems to love Trump. The Puerto Ricans in New York, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans, older Puerto Rican families. The older Latino vote in New York is pushing towards Trump, I've seen. It's very interesting.
So we're going to go over to Twitch in a few. Everyone, please like this stream so other people will see it. And they will go. I feel like we're getting a lot of viewers on YouTube. It's kind of surprising.
Because they're ready.
Yeah, they're ready.
You guys got to follow us to twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants tonight. we're going to give you what we like to call the sweet rub over on twitch.tv/drunken peasants. It is what you think it is. We just can't say it out loud. You're getting the sweet rub over at twitch.tv/drunken peasants.
Is that like what you season a pork chop with?
I mean, it is what you think it is.
We will be counting each state as long as it's a projected winner from the majority of the sources out there. Look at this. We have actual numbers based on what states polls have already closed.
And this is 2 red states? What was that 49
2 red
one?
states, yes.
What was that? We just hovered over a 49 to 49, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Biden.
Biden technically is winning in Kentucky, but it's
nothing
negligible.
when it comes to...
Yeah. Like, it's only a handful. Like, Frankfurt's the big city, Lexington.
Yeah, Lexington just came in. That was going to be huge. Louisville came in red.
This is 50% of the vote in Lexington. Louisville, yeah, and 0% of the vote in Louisville. They call it Louisville there. Louisville. Yeah, it's weird.
Louisville's right on the border of Ohio?
No, it's on the border of Indiana.
Indiana, okay.
Yeah, Cincinnati is on the border of Kentucky.
Okay.
I think it's Kenton. I don't know. Cincinnati's somewhere. Let's see where Cincinnati is. Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Cincinnati's right on the border. Like, when you're in Cincinnati, there's a river, and you can look and see Kentucky on the other side.
You got Toledo up there, the only Ohio city on the map that doesn't start with C.
Yeah, there's the 3 C's, and then Toledo's like the like little runt of the 4 brothers, basically.
A little baby Toledo.
Yep. Oh, there's no question. Toledo, Cleveland, and Columbus will all go blue. Cincinnati will probably go blue, but that's the only big city in Ohio that might go red. And we'll see. I mean, very soon, we will see what happens with that. So we're going to be covering the election hour by hour. Something happens every hour. And once we get deep enough into it, we're going to start getting results in. So it's really nonstop. And eventually we'll get to the point where we can hardly even keep up with it. So
Ben and I have been talking, and it's completely irresponsible of us, but we're going to call a president before CNN or Fox News can. So we will decide this election tonight. You're going to want to tune in.
Oh, shit. I'm getting word. Drunken Peasants projects Sarah Jessica Parker, next president.
Vice President puking dog?
Yeah. Whoa. One's a horse and one's a dog.
Parker dog. I got to give a double woof for Sarah Jessica Parker and puking dog. That's a double woof. I woofed twice. Good times.
Yeah. So we'll see what's up. But if you count the popular vote thus far, Trump is in the lead.
Hey, but a lot
Trump's
of
got a lead, 55 to 43 popular vote.
Worldwide popular vote saying Trump is up. Poor Biden only has 43%.
So, we are now going to twitch.tv/drunken peasants. I recommend all of you go there. There's a link in the description. You don't have to sign up. You can watch it regardless, but we recommend maybe going there. You guys are brainwashed by YouTube. You can use another platform. You don't have to feel guilty about it. I saw people say, I like people on YouTube. I just don't like YouTube. Well, this is the best way to stick it to YouTube. Let's go somewhere else and watch it. YouTube has not been kind to us. They bury us in the algorithm. I mean, we shouldn't have to say it. You guys already know it. Google owns the internet, right? So follow us over there, twitch.tv/drunken peasants. We're going live there pretty much simultaneously right now, and we all hope to see you there.
Thank you for the Streamlabs, you guys. We'll read them when we go live on twitch.tv/drunken
peasants. Link in the description. Here we go.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.